Seduction. I'm gonna go.
Go up.
Okay, let's just cut the rope. Should I be an idiot and do that?
Also, noise. So I just go and look inside.
Now it's like 8 feet up. Well, no, probably closer to 10 feet above you.
Oh, so like I couldn't even reach it with my sword anyway.
No.
Could we tip it? Because I'm assuming that it's hanging from 2 ropes at the bow and the stern.
Correct.
So we can like tip it over.
Yeah. Valka's going to call back. Santa, could you come over here and tip this boat with your quarterstaff?
I suppose a great sword too.
Yeah, I'll stand at the ready in case
Reactions.
anything happens.
Dumped 10 feet out
But I'm
to falling
assuming
prone.
So as you get underneath it, like it moves very suddenly, and long hairy legs, 8 of them, sprout out from either side of it.
Nope, I'm
Oh.
out.
Grody.
All right, come back.
No,
come
you
back.
can't move. There's initiative.
Nope. I just turn around and leave everyone. Like, 'cause I'm not dealing with spiders.
I don't think it's going to last very long.
Oh, I need to roll initiative.
It
Fuck.
didn't do very good on that initiative.
Oh.
And suddenly there's a loud scream resonating through the.
No, Santa just goes up and tips it, and the spider just jumps right onto the thief's back, right in her hair.
Uh-huh.
Can't even get at.
Right in your hair. It's like 8 feet in diameter.
I'm just running around yelling, "Get it up!" Flailing my arms like a muppet on
Can
fire.
you see the room now, or let me see here. Get in a little bit. That's what I was-
You forget spiders have cute little paws.
That's right. Yeah.
no.
See, Valka.
Spiders can die in a fire.
How am I coming first on the initiative so often?
You only rolled a 10 and you're still first.
Yeah, I know. That would be why I'm worried. So Valka's just going to Eldritch Blast the bitch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 10 hit?
It does not.
Damn it.
Darn.
Oh well. Just in the background, all you hear is ew, ew, ew.
All right, Ra has no flipping hit points. Ah, he does have a javelin. He
I
will
think
hurl his
Roth is
javelin
sitting on my lap.
toward the spider.
Like
Oh.
Scooby and Shaggy. All right, that'll hit.
Excellent.
18. 7. So you, with great heroism.
I'd rather have a spear. Who uses a javelin?
Roth does.
Javelin throwers.
You always have to throw it, or can you use it like a spear as a melee weapon, or is it just strictly a ranged one?
I think javelins are intended for range, but they're lighter, so you can carry more of them.
And they can throw them further.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a weird, inefficient weapon.
All right.
I mean, is it
Stanta.
a simple weapon?
I think so.
Yeah.
So is this a large creature or a huge, or how many hex or squares does it take up?
I think it was just 8 feet.
It's a large, so
Okay.
it would be, yeah. Now, remember, it's 10 feet above you, though. But
So if I moved away, would it have attack of opportunity?
no.
No, you've technically got 1 square in between you and it.
Because I don't think they ever reach a 10.
No.
I'm done. I take it that missed.
13, yes, that'll miss. All right. Ari,
Save us.
That short bow.
fire when ready. Oof. And you guys
I'm
are.
too shaken. Oh, blame it on that.
Are you gonna move?
Yeah. I want to hide behind these crates. I'm hiding. I was looking them out.
Pretty sure Roth is like hiding behind Valka.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be able to occupy the same square, right?
Yeah. I haven't moved anywhere, so let's just.
All right. Oh, it whispered the roll. That's a 12 to hit Santa with a web. So Santa is restrained by webbing. It basically hawked a web loogie at him, and then it hops down.
Out of its butt?
Yes, and then it skitters down to eye level, and that it doesn't multi-attack, so that's its turn. Back to Volka.
Alright, well, Valka's just gonna smack it with a sword then. This is gonna come right
By the way,
here.
if I didn't tell you guys before, I do use the flanking rolls.
Okay. That would be useful if I could take advantage of that right now. Alright.
That will miss.
Alright.
What did you do?
I don't know where the law of large numbers seems to dictate that somebody would end up rolling good dice for a change.
The law of large numbers seems to dictate that all of our large numbers are going to the right today.
Yeah, the DM is in the left tail, and you guys are in the right tail.
Although, that being said, I did roll the highest possible damage on my Eldritch Blast, so.
You win some, you lose some. Roth.
Yes. Oh boy. So
You could move to flank it.
oh really? I guess I can. With 1 hit point. All right. There's no glory. Can I move there?
Hold on a second. You would have to move. So you were started here, right? So you have to
Yeah.
go there.
20, 30. That's 30.
30. Yeah, that's as far as you. Well, actually, you can only go this far because you passed through a friendly spot there.
All right, but I'm under the boat.
Yes.
All right. Great sword. Also, I'll look around for my javelin. Is it nearby?
It's still probably embedded in it.
Right? Reach out and grab it. Push it back in.
It's too bad it's not a harpoon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great sword.
That'll hit. 10. Nice. That's probably hacking off some spinnerets. It shrieks, whatever noise spiders make. Santa.
So if I want to move forward, do I have to make a athletics or strength check or what?
So if you're restrained, you have to make a strength check to bust the webbing.
How strong?
That's strong enough.
I will move forward. And then can I attack, or is that take an action
That'd
to
be
get
an
out of the way?
action. Yeah, an action is unrestraining.
All right, then I will move up to here.
All right. Ari?
Crossbow. Sorry, short bow. Whatever.
17 will hit.
Aha!
With sneak attack.
Shink. Yes, with sneak attack.
And boom.
Well, and then roll your actual short bow damage.
Boom.
There we go, 8. Oh, this spider is looking. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's just like seeping greenish blood everywhere.
Haha! And then I pop back below my crate.
Yes, it is cornered.
But Santa is a nice juicy target.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
It still doesn't matter if he hits Roth because I still have a couple tricks up my sleeve for dealing with that. But I've been trying to spread them out since we're only having like one person go unconscious an event.
Yeah. What?
Uh-oh.
All right. Oh, missed.
What?
Woo!
Yeah, that nat 1 on a natural attack feels bad.
Feels bad, man. Valka.
Velka will punish. So now that Velka's got some helpers in range, she's gonna go ahead and drop her shield and smack for hard damage.
And you want to move into advantage first?
Yeah, I can do that.
Of course, it still hits.
Yeah. Good.
Woohoo!
They only had 1 hit point, so. Shunk.
Yes.
I'm making all the noise.
At this, Velka's going to see if she can collect venom from it.
I'm gonna say next to the
It'll,
crate.
it'll take some time to do so.
Can I search the crates? Is there anything like?
We can search the crates later. Let's continue on.
Yeah, we got to get rid of it.
Can I cut the things off of the spider?
I'm outie. Boom! I'm out of there.
Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Awesome. So I now have a couple of poison daggers that are probably like one use. That works for me.
Well, you still have the dagger from the goblin.
Well, we gave that to Aurelian.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I'm gonna move up.
But either way, that makes me happy.
Just standing in the hallway, just like shaking it off.
And remember to come back and look in the canoe as well.
Hmm.
Other things in there,
As well as those bolts of cloth. If they are not cloth, they may still be worth something.
So let's look through the this door.
I
Go
think
for
that
it.
was the one into
Oh.
the resting room they had.
All right, the storage areas.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh. And have we gone through this door yet?
Mm-mm.
Not yet. Want to open the door?
What does it look like?
It is. So it looks like a normal wooden door, like all the others. You know,
Oh, we
iron
did
banded.
it, didn't we?
But there is a very crude drawing, with like charcoal on it that looks sort of like a head with horns.
Can I tell what it is? Don't I have something for that? Like the thieves' camp?
No, that's a thieves' language.
Oh,
So it wouldn't be. So if
So
it was a
just
thief,
look-
if this was like a thieves' symbol, you would understand it right away.
Okay.
So where's this
so
picture?
basically, this is the goblins. They might have something behind this door that they were warning other
Yeah.
goblins away from. I mean, I'm no art critic, but
I
these
am.
look great.
SantaCon is.
Not only are the lines off and the whole thematic and tonal differences are crude, but it's probably
I
something that
believe
will
I
kill
much
us
rather
behind this
the
door.
giant statue we saw earlier than this.
Hmm.
Should I use my painting skills to try to figure out what's going on?
So it
Eh,
looks like
it-
a head with horns, right? Not ears.
Yeah.
So this is definitely like, and it looks like, does the door seem to be locked? And if so,
No, it
I'll
doesn't.
put my
It
ear
does
to
not have. It does not have a lock.
it does not have a lock.
Is it a crude symbol of Orcus?
You could make a religion check if that's what you're trying to discern. Why?
Maybe
Yes,
this
you
is a
think it
throne
is.
room.
So this is probably the chapel of Orcus?
Ooh.
Oh, this is where the other dude's at. The leader is at. Should we be
All right.
looking in here next, or should we go back to that door and see if I can't pick it and try that one first?
I need some healing. If we can find some healing, would be nice.
You can
Santa
try
hands
this-
you a bottle
you
of
can try
healing
this
potion.
Vial, but I do not know what is in the vial.
I know what's in this vial. Here, drink this.
All right.
2d4 plus 2.
9.
Good year. How do I feel?
9 hit points healthier.
What?
Nice.
Thank you. I owe Santa now.
He's not going to be
Numerous
bringing you
times.
presents next time.
Yo, Santa, he wasn't the one who carried around the vial. No.
No, I bought
Tastes like-
those when I redid the character, so you still have the vial.
Oh yeah. It tastes like peppermint. It's like a candy cane. Okay. So consensus.
Do we want to check this one out first, or do we want to? Should I go and try and pick that other door real quick?
This one first.
I agree.
Oh,
We should take care of the threat that is imminent first.
Cool.
All right.
You guys are
Open
first.
the door.
What about before we open the door? How about we knock on the door and call the name of the leader?
Hello.
Oh. Or we can get surprise and kick it in.
Well, they were going to hear us fighting with the spider, I'd assume.
Mm.
Oh, we did that very quietly. It
With my
died.
screaming.
So, well, I don't know. So there's no. There's just a handle, just opens. So there's no discernible lock. I'm assuming that if we try it, it might be barred from the other side. That's what he'll check for next.
Sure, but if it opens, it's required you have to say, "Honey, I'm home."
Okay.
You say,
Now
honey,
we're-
I'm home with the name of the leader.
Yes.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Step to the side.
All right. This chapel looks to have once honored an elven god, but has since been horribly defiled. Bones
Wow.
litter the floor, and black cloth has been nailed to the walls. The odor of rotting flesh and the iron tang of old blood mixing with the stale and smoky air. At the far end of the room, a statue of a bloated demon with a ram's head and bat's wings has been crudely constructed from stones and wood. Beneath the statue, a female goblin, clad in threadbare robes, turns on you suddenly. She utters a curse that echoes supernaturally in a language that is definitely not the goblin tongue. The
Oh.
bones on the floor rattle and assemble themselves, stalking towards you.
Great.
Was it in Orcish?
Honey, I'm home.
Was it in Abyssal?
Oh,
Does somebody speak Abyssal?
No, but I speak Celestial, and I believe Abyssal and Infernal are corrupted versions of Celestial. So they would be similar enough that you might be able to tell.
it sounds like a fiendish tongue.
Okay.
That's about all you can discern.
Okay, so Valka is going to go. Do careful, she speaks the language of demons and devils.
Fun.
Not for long.
Agreed. Remove her from this place.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I say bang bang.
Yeah.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Mm-hmm.
That movie does not hold up well.
No, it does not.
Ruined some childhood memories.
All right, Ari, you're first.
Cool. I'm just gonna go crossbow it because I can clearly see him. I like the crossbow. Short bow.
Short boy.
You just turn it.
Yeah.
Gangsta style.
15 will hit.
Woo.
We should make a foot bow for someone.
No.
That'd be a fun exotic weapon.
Yeah.
Like what the archers in the Amazon use.
Which one did you hit?
She hit the one directly across.
Mm-hmm. That's like our yeah.
8 piercing damage. And then you are you doing any movement?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna go behind him. There we go. Just to be like, I'm out. So I'm taking cover behind my friends.
All right. The skeleton
Sneaky
stalks
attack.
forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that?
She's all up in
Just-
your grill.
It's a skeleton. Doesn't it look skeleton-y enough?
Well, it does, but it looks like it
Skeleton
has hair.
man.
I can't see it very well.
All right. It stabs at you with a short sword. 19 will hit, I'm
Ow.
assuming. Yes.
Oof.
6 piercing damage. Is it?
Ooh.
And Roth, it is now your turn.
Hmm.
You took a blade
What?
to the ribs. And you can feel the tetanus.
You're
Shit.
just a pincushion
Six again.
today.
Shit. All right, there we go. Well, that's fine.
Nice.
17 will hit the skeleton.
Nice.
8 damage. Cracking through, slicing through clavicle and rib.
It will kill.
Santa, are you doing any movement, Roth, or are you just hanging?
Oh, no, I'm gonna hang right here.
Sure, why not?
I'm not getting in the way of that spell chucker.
Santa?
So how much damage did it look like Roth did?
It looked like he did 8.
So
Yeah.
does it look like it's about ready to fall apart?
It's got more pieces of bone laying on the floor than it does holding it up.
All right. So does it look like it's about ready to fall apart?
It looks pretty beat up.
All right.
That will
Dang.
hit. 9 bludgeoning, and that's doubled because it's vulnerable. So
Oof.
smash.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm done.
All right. And the goblin witch says, "Oh, you're going to make this easy on me."
Nope.
It's not what we do.
Which square is the witch in?
Right there.
Okay.
That's less dramatic looking.
Tossing the light rock.
So she she hefts this blackened hammer that has like red veins kind of glowing through it, and she smashes it into you. And well, you can't see. 13, which I think hits. So that'll be 8 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make a Constitution save.
Ooh.
Wait, you're not an elf. Nope. Yeah, you're
Okay, does that make a difference?
Yes.
not. No.
Okay.
It does for me.
So I still have to make a Constitution save?
Yes. So with the
Can't.
hammer,
Hold on. Can I use inspiration?
Yes, if you want.
Yes.
I think I should.
Inspire. Inspire.
There you go.
So that the hammer hits you, and like the bolts of red like envelop your body for a moment, and you can feel all of your joints like seize up, but you're like, oh my, whatever inspires Santa, like Rudolph or whatever, and then you shake it off. No. And you are not paralyzed after all.
Ho, 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 ho! Makes no difference. All right.
A second here. All right, skeleton number 2. Stabs at you with a short sword. 19.
Ooh.
So this is where all those good rolls are.
Mm.
No, no.
5 piercing. You had that one on speed dial, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Valka.
All right. Valka, seeing the need for a little bit of good damage quickly, basically, is going to curse the witch. And somehow, in this moment, her celestial heritage sort of shines through a little bit more, and she says it with just a little bit more vehemence. Just, I hate you from the depths of my celestial being.
Ooh, it's definitely vehement. You lost all of your accent.
Yeah, I know, right? And then she's going to cast
Your
Eldritch
inside
Blast.
voice.
And then who are you casting that on?
That is on the witch, and it is a crit.
Do you get advantage on the?
Nope. Any attack roll you make against the against the cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Ah.
It expands my crit range.
Slick.
Mm.
15.
You will die, you stupid, ignorant scum.
Sever.
All right. Ari.
After seeing that, I'm gonna move right in next to him. And let's see here. Where's she at? She's just right there, yeah? Right next to
Yeah.
Santa?
But just like with Valka, though she rolled 2 crits, so it didn't matter. But yeah, she has
Kill her.
she has cover, so you're gonna have disadvantage to hit her.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll go for the other skeleton.
15 will hit.
Woo.
Shunk.
7
Seven.
piercing. And sneak attack.
Oh, yes. Boom. Hey.
Another 5.
Yes.
Yeah, just ribs fly out from its rib cage. And it's just like a spinal cord holding up most of its. You have any other movement left?
I have no idea, but I'm good where I'm at.
All right. That one is dead. Roth.
Ugh. Roth will heft his great sword again, stepping on top of the crunching the bones below his feet. Oh. So there's this gal down here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
She look hurt, down.
She looks a little hurt.
All right. Let's see here. We'll move. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna take a chop this enemy next to Santa. Great sword again. Ah!
Woo.
Oh shoot! Did I remember to add my damage bonus for Hexblade?
I have no idea.
I did not. There's an additional 3 damage on that. From my charisma. Or no, additional 2 damage proficiency bonus. Never mind.
Oh, it did it for me already. Disregard that second one.
All right, so 9.
Oh wait, no, it said savage attack. Roll one of the weapon's damage dice 1 additional time. Add it to the extra damage of the critical hit.
But you need to be here to have advantage.
Yeah.
So 9.
For what?
9.
You need
Well,
to be
that-
like directly across.
That destroys it anyway, regardless.
Not for savage attack. It's just about a critical hit.
Yeah, to get that critical hit, you needed to
Have
be-
advantage.
Oh,
Either way, it's dead.
I didn't see the other die. Either way, all right.
All that's left is
Nailed
her.
savage.
All right.
That's it.
Get her, Santa.
Knock her to her knees and I will behead her.
Not gonna live long enough for you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go here, taunt her, and cure myself. All right, done.
All right. turns with her hammer, and she bellows a loud curse as she strikes at you. Ooh, and that will miss.
Yes.
Mm.
Where's another skeleton?
No, I think those are the same skeletons that were there before.
Okay, she doesn't have a multi-attack. I was like, wait a minute, she has a multi-attack? Nope. Okay. And then she will use her nimble escape bonus action.
What?
To back up to the corner.
Thank you for coming out of cover.
Volka.
Volka is going to step forward and say, "Running into a corner will not save you from me."
Ooh, that'll hit.
Nice.
And it does 5 force damage.
Blast into her, and she just growls in pain at you, sneering. You will be fed to Orcus soon enough.
I doubt it.
Mm.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Ari.
Alright, I'll move forward a little bit. And I'm gonna short bow it. Ah!
Ching, ching.
I do shit. Alright.
Roth.
And let's do this.
Nice.
Ooh, well, that'll hit.
Nice.
Hold on a second. There are too many sheets open. There we go. What is your finishing move, friend?
My finishing move was a thrust to the chest. With a little bit of a whine. Pinning her to the back of the wall. Not a very good way to treat my sword, but
That's okay.
I regained 3 hit points. Wait.
dead.
And she curses your name as she takes her dying breath.
Was that Jedra or
How did she
Zedra?
know my name? I never told her my name.
Maybe she knew. Maybe her fell overlord told her your true name.
Mmm.
Well, her fell overlord can move over. There's a new party in town.
We've left
All right.
a blood trail all over this place.
Mm-hmm.
DNA is just splattered everywhere. Okay, so let's search this room.
Mm. Move up.
Is there anything else in the keep to fight, or can we just
Yeah.
search everything now?
Oh, it's not all done.
Uh-oh.
I think we have another area that they were shooting at us at some of the turrets on the other side.
I think there's some other rooms outside.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta go see about unlocking that other room.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go ahead and search these guys and take their weapons and stuff.
Is there anything
Yes.
special about this altar?
Right.
No, like I said, it's crude. Is anybody searching the body?
Yeah.
Well, while I'm over here, I would like to search the priestess and then possibly look at the walls as to why she was heading off into the corner. Look for any secret doors around the walls.
Let's see. So the hammer, like after she dies, like the hammer just turns into like a normal looking.
Hammer.
So
No,
she was
yeah.
a hexblade, just like of Orcus, basically.
She does have a key around her neck.
Oh, I wonder if that's for the other door.
Snap it off.
I want to search the skeleton that I'm next to. Probably nothing on him because he's a skeleton.
No, Santa, you on the altar next to the foot of the statue, you see a leather-bound tome.
Ooh,
All right, tell
Ooh,
Val.
would I know anything about the statue? You said it was like elven, right?
it's Orcish.
I tell Valka
it's a-
about the
it's
tome.
Orcish, got it.
Demonic.
No, Orcus is not Orcish. Orcus is.
Did I say Orcish? I meant Orcus.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah,
Orcus.
would I know anything a little bit more since I'm a no?
Well, so this room did look like it was an elven chapel, but it's just defiled beyond recognition.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of defiling, Valka is going to knock the statue of Orcus down.
Wait.
Okay.
There's a book here.
Well, then take the book. I want to destroy this evil thing.
Down for that.
It's not evil. Here, take this book.
Thank you. Valka's going to look through the book.
All right. It is written in a language you don't understand, but you definitely
It
No,
is
that
written in a language I understand because I have comprehend languages.
Aha! Well, then. It is written in Abyssal, and it appears to be a prayer book to Orcus,
Hmm.
and has some various necromantic rites written in it.
This will be useful to me. I cannot use it now, but later on it will be useful. We should
And
keep
you
this.
do realize that to a collector, this would be worth quite a bit of gold.
Can I hold on to the book?
I think I will hold on to this. You have been holding on to a lot lately.
I gave you the vial.
Yes, and I used it to keep one of us from dying.
Yeah.
As well as
But that's
keep...
all. But she doesn't have
Biding
any
my
treasure
time.
or anything else on her.
I tell everybody else about the key and see if we can maybe use this to unlock the other doors.
make sure we gather the short swords off of the skeletons.
Do you want to give me the key and I'll run and see if it opens up the other door so I can like make sure and check everything? Okay.
Follow along.
Alright. I'm gonna stand to the side, but I want to check and see if the key opens the door. Or unlocks it, I should say.
Yeah, it fits right in.
Okay. I want to turn it and slowly open the door. Because you said last time it looked like it was just a normal door. There was no traps or anything.
Right. It
Okay.
just had an elaborate lock.
Yeah.
Move on over there.
What do we see?
All right. So you see what looks to be a fairly large chamber. There are skulls piled up all over the various corners of the room.
Are any of them orc or human skulls?
They're very sized. They could be definitely some humanoid. Some like rodent skulls and things like that. Pretty much like anything that goblins could have killed has probably been turned into a trophy here. but every
Okay.
flat surface has them and stuff like that. So
Note to self: take a humanoid, and well, take as many skulls as I can for putting into my anatomy books.
and you see there's like a fair for a goblin anyway, a fairly decent bed down there. So this looks like that at one time it probably served as a master bedroom of some sorts.
Hmm.
So Valka's going to start like writing down in her book of anatomy like the lists of different skulls that she sees as she's looking around, and she's sort of a little bit too interested in the bones.
Did Ari disappear for anybody else?
Oh no.
Yeah, she did.
Let me
I think she might have disconnected.
Everybody reconnect real quick.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
there she is.
Okay, yeah, I could hear you guys. You couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I'm like, because I'm sure she would have noticed that big bright chest sitting there.
I'm right in front of it.
Yes.
You guys are talking. I'm like, I'm just gonna move. So I want to search the chest.
All right, so it's a big, heavy iron chest, and it appears to be locked.
Can I open it? I have a thieves' kit.
You might want to check it for traps first.
Well, true. But I'm saying, can I open it with thieves?
Well, you can always attempt to, sure.
True. Okay, so I need to do perception first, make sure there's nothing wrong with it.
Yes. Looks fine.
Cool. I'm gonna use my thieves' tools.
All right, go
I'll
ahead.
open the bad boy. What do I need to do? Click on it?
Click on Thieves Tools, yeah.
Cool, not doing anything for me.
You should be able to highlight it.
Check behind your character sheet and make sure there's not a pop-up that's asking you what skill you want to use with it.
Thieves' tools. It's not doing anything.
Sheet real quick.
Burglars?
You should be able to just mouse over. It's down in the lower left of your character sheet.
Yes, I did.
And it
Oh,
should
there
say,
it is. Got it.
there we go. All right, you pop the lock open.
What do I see? What do I
So,
take?
So you open it up, and inside you see some what looks like some spare clothes and clothing scraps, a small leather pouch filled with gold,
Yoink.
and then there's a very nice looking silver necklace that looks like it would be worth a pretty penny.
You've better make sure that you are going to share all of that, Mrs. Rogue.
I keep the necklace. I hide it. But then I'm like, look, I found money. Here you go.
You'll have to do a bluff check or a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, you'll have to do sleight of hand to try to palm that.
Where's my sleight of hand?
What's happening over here?
Don't worry about it.
What is
Anything else?
so Roth? Roth, want to roll? What's your perception?
My perception. Yes, it's 12. That's amazing perception right now. Passive perception? No, just perception. No.
Ooh,
That pretty perceptive.
indeed. Joe, do you know if you have to tie what breaks
I
the
think
ties?
tie goes to the person who's not defending, but tie goes to the person who's checking. So, like, if you have a tie between a deception and a
Insight.
and an insight, the tie goes to the insight, I believe, because it's harder to deceive than it is to perceive deception.
Realize I'm good at deceiving.
Oh, well, I don't even know what I'm rolling for. So
I win it. I hand him just the gold, and I'm like, look what I found, and I give it to him.
gold.
Gold.
Not sure who's that.
Oh, here's some
Find a
clothes
treasure.
too. Do I
It
see
looks
anything
like
else
there's
in the
make
chest?
Yeah.
And,
look in the chest.
And there appears to be a book at the bottom of it.
I call for Valka. I'm like, look, book.
Valka.
Our Santa.
Or Santa. I say, look, a book. Someone take it.
Valka's gonna come over because she still has her comprehend languages going and start reading through.
All right. Roll your Roll your perception, Valka.
Sure. Once again, Valka is not the most perceptive person in the world.
Apparently not. So okay, yeah. So you find this book, and it looks like it is the journal of Maybeth Kalelan, which was the castle's last legal owner, and it documents her early explorations of a place called the Mouth of Doom.
Oh, wonderful.
Which is an area of Rappahathic, and it has some various rumors about the place, which I will get to you. But the book also mentions the wealth of the healers deep within the Mouth of Doom, and then finally on the last page there's a final entry. It's thumbing through the journal, you discover the journal is that of Maybeth Kalelan, the castle's last owner. On the last page, in shaky handwriting, there is but one final entry. Having recovered from our tragic loss, it is my stern opinion that no quest nor threat will convince me to descend into the well.
All right, Valka's going to share this with the others. Also, after a short look up for the rules, defender on checks needs to beat, equal, or exceed. So that insight check was a success.
Sweet.
So Roth would have noticed the palm.
But I paid him off a coin.
But it's up to Roth to figure out what he wants to do.
Roth cared not. He did not. He just took the gold bags and opened it up and poured it out and started counting what was in the bag.
There you
And
go.
then called over a Santa. Check it out. More gold.
33 gold pieces.
Ah, excellent.
Santa's just out in the hallways like, come on, let's keep moving.
Mm.
So we've
That
searched
was everything in the chest?
Are you still searching around in the chest?
Yes.
Try investigating it.
Still searching.
Because you notice that it's fairly heavy still.
Ah.
But you're like, well, maybe it's just because it's made out of iron.
Take it with you.
This is true.
It's big. I mean, yeah.
Huge.
I try to pick it up from the side. I'm like,
It weighs about 100 pounds.
okay.
Whoa.
Later on, when we have a more of an opportunity, we should have someone come back and break this chest down. The lock on it is decent, which would mean it would be worth something, as well as the metal in it could be formed into tools or weapons.
There you
Say,
go.
come back
I mean,
for
this
the
is our
chest.
castle now, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Valka's going to investigate this skull in particular, because that skull is surrounded by things and she is curious about the skulls.
So
For
it
medical
is a
reasons.
it is a skull with a very big like femur bone underneath it, and then there's two candles burning on either side of that. So that's that's why it's giving off light.
Okay.
All right.
Do the candles smell funny at all? Like, are they incense candles or anything?
No, they're just cheap tallow.
Okay. And it's all on top of what looks to be like a stone table?
It's like a black marble, like almost like coffee table type of thing,
Okay.
Setting
Um,
or like a low table.
Valka's going to check the edge, make sure it doesn't have a seam, like it's not a coffin or anything.
Go ahead and investigate.
Because the Undertakers come.
It seems just kind of like a decorative black.
Are you sure it doesn't have any healing potions in it? Oh, looks like we lost him.
That's Floyd.
He's coming back. There he is. Did we check the other side of this already?
Side of what?
Well, like
Oh,
down
I-
here.
Nope, hold on a second.
I'm gone to. It's
I
not letting me
froze.
move
I already
anything.
walked around this whole area, so this is the only one that was left, right? I'm assuming.
I'm frozen.
Uh-oh. You are frozen.
Hold on a second. Everybody.
Can you hear me still?
Yes.
Yeah,
I can see you
not letting me-
moving.
I can't move. I can't do anything. I'm gonna have to like completely back out.
You're just
I'm like completely frozen.
Okay.
Give it a sec.
So I see and hear everybody
Mm.
except for Christina.
Oh, I got everyone.
Nah, I've got everyone too.
Weird.
It's not letting me like.
So
move
just
on
refresh
the
your
screen.
page and you'll come right back.
Oh yeah, just refresh the page.
Yeah, I can't see her. Or hear her. She's also important.
She's gonna refresh.
Maybe type in the chat that she should refresh.
I think she could hear us. Oh, there she goes. She was able to hear us. I don't think you were able to hear her.
No, I couldn't. Couldn't hear or see. What did we use for video chat last time when we did the first two? Was that Facebook?
I possibly. Matt did
Mhm.
that all from his computer, like he's doing now.
Oh, yeah. We
They
might need
had-
to
He had
find a
different
better.
boxes for each one. We can use Discord. I mean, if we wanted to do that, he's already got that. But that wasn't actually video. That's just audio.
There we go.
How much later do we want to go tonight?
Well, yeah, I was going to say this is probably a good wrap up point, but I just
Right.
Mhm. Yeah, 'cause I gotta get going here soon.
yeah, I have to go to bed like a normal person.
All right.
Same.
Well, it's all about video. So we'll see what we can do for video.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
otherwise, I thought it would go.
Because every like I don't know on Matt's side, but it didn't seem like anything was like stuttering or anything like that. It's just the
No.
Roll20 chat interface is just not agreeing with OBS apparently.
Mm-mm.
So the other thing that Valka's going to make a note of before she leaves the room, she's going to snuff out the candles so no accidents with fires, and she's going to tell the others that later on they should have some people come out to take the stone work away because nobles will pay good money for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I say, well, since we have a lock for this door, this also might be a good place to take a short rest.
Since we can lock it, yeah.
Do a rest. And let's heal up a little bit for the next.
Well, if anyone
The
has
next
any,
one, I feel like we still have to clear out a few goblins here.
But there's a
But-
big
Yeah.
spider over there we could eat.
Oh yeah.
Y'all have fun with that.
Ooh. 8 eyes. We all get 2.
You can have mine. Mm-mm.
tasty, tasty spider eyes.
Oh, you haven't had spider eye before?
Gross.
Including
Valka's
smoked
going to
spider eye.
take this time to get the poison from the spider fangs into something a little bit more permanent.
So, nature check, I think, is what would be appropriate for that. Since it's not an herb, so it would be herbalism. So,
Can I do a nature check with my herbalism kit, though?
because you can't double them up. So you're,
Yeah, you can.
since you're trying,
Because it's herbalism's a tool.
right, but you can't add your proficiency bonus from herbalism to the proficiency bonus from nature.
Or you
So
can
it's an ability score, and then a tool, or an ability score and a skill.
And as far as I was told, you can double up. Tools do add to your skill checks.
I'll have to look in
Okay.
Xanathar's guide if that's been updated, but as far as I understood, it was just it's always ability score tool or ability score skill.
Yeah, you don't get to add your ability score twice, but you add your proficiency twice if you have any. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's wrap it up.
Cool.
Yes. Well, guys,
Nope,
thanks
that's not
for
good.
joining us again.
I didn't almost die.
Right.
The second half wasn't it didn't seem as nasty. Really, maybe your dice started becoming favorable.
Uh-huh.
Possible. So we'll take a short rest here and convene again.
Yes, of course, you don't have any hit dice left, so if you've used them already.
Mm-hmm.
No, we have
Get
a
a
barber
spell
set.
slot back.
Hey, I went out that spider with 1 hit point. I am not afraid.
Mm-mm.
Well, there's still the rest of the castle to deal with, so
Yeah.
Yes. Bury me with my sword. Okay. Well, all right. Well, we'll be done with Twitch streaming again. Thanks to Matt.
Thanks, Matt.
And for running our Twitch stream and putting up with us.
Mm-hmm.
doing all the work and having none of the fun.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. And yeah, Floyd, thanks for running the game.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We will
Anytime.
for the we'll probably be doing this 2 Sundays from now, if that works from everybody. Going bi-weekly.
Now.
2 Sundays.
Yeah, so every other Sunday.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
See you guys
Cool deal.
later.
Bye.